Hi everyone, hope you're well. Just jumping on to do a video following Sunday's announcement of the schools potentially reopening on the 1st of June. So I have had lots of conversations with lots of different parents about this. Obviously it's taken out of our hands at the moment and there's huge anxieties, mixed messages. Some people are happy to send their children to school, some people aren't, some people are in the middle. So whatever your choice is, that's your choice for your family and what works for your family. So please don't be worrying about what everybody else is doing or saying. In the government guidelines, it says it's your choice whether you send them back or not. But I want to just share 7 top tips that I think will help to ease the anxieties of going back to school. Number 1 is be positive. So be positive about the situation in front of your children. Whether you're sending them back or not, let's talk positively about this because we just don't need to put any more worries onto our children. Number 2, try not to share your own worries with your children. Have these conversations about your thoughts and feelings, whether good or bad, away from your children. They pick up on lots of things. And if you're sharing your worries, they manifest that and it will just be so much bigger than potentially it needs to be. Number 3, routine. Routine is so important. With the whole 8 weeks of lockdown, I'm sure lots of bedtimes have slipped and we've had late nights and late mornings, cosy days, pyjama days. We have really made like the most of it really, but routine is so important. So getting bedtimes back on track, ready for the early mornings, just to give them that extra bit of help when it is time to go to school. Number 4, prepare them. So this I feel will be down to each school and what they decide is allowed. However, as a parent, you should be able to put in your child's bag what you think is right at this time. So if you're using masks, then I would send those with them. Hand sanitizer, teach them really good hand washing. Again, we've been at home for 8 weeks, so we may not have had to do such a vigorous hand washing regime, but I would teach them that. If there's a particular soap that they like, some children like the squeezy soap, some children like different foamy soaps, give them that if they're going to wash their hands with that. Some people be using essential oils and other different remedies to support immune system. So I would prepare them with all of that. I would also suggest their own pencil case with pencils, pens, things like that, just because we don't really want children sharing pens and pencils. I know when I was signing into schools and things just before the lockdown, I was taking my own pens and touch screens, things like that. Okay, number 5, if your child is going to struggle to separate, which for many I think is a possibility, a couple of things you can do is write them a letter and pop it in their lunchbox or in their book bag so they've got something to have a look at to help keep them reassured and calm. They can always have something small of yours to look after, again in their book bag, or if they're wearing a coat pocket, that kind of thing, just so they've got that connection. After all, we've had 8 weeks together, and to go from 8 weeks being together to bye, off you go to school, it's just so tricky. So we really need to, provide them with some things to get through the day. Number 6, reassure and comfort your children. So if they're feeling worried about going back to school, keep it positive, comfort them, talk to them about that and reassure them that it's going to be okay. And number 7, be kind and patient to everybody. So everybody has a different opinion, a different situation. I would say we've all been in the same storm, but we've all been in our own different boats. So we've all had different experiences. The teachers are only human. They have their own families they have to go home to, so they're going to be feeling anxious, as are you. Same with parent drop-offs, some might be willing to stop and have a quick chat, some might just want to be really getting back to their car so they're not around anybody. It's going to be a really tricky few weeks from the 1st of June. Obviously we're here if you need to chat anything through, if you're struggling with anything or want any further tips or tools, then please do get in touch. I hope that's been really helpful. Speak soon, bye!